So Game & Watch, Steve, this matchup goes crazy because Game & Watch could die very early to Anvil, has to watch around it. Basically, they both just have to watch out for their huge impact moves because they've got a couple of them.
I'm going to assume he's one of the people who has experience in this matchup, like Game & Watch Steve. I think Miya would have a good amount of experience. And Onin did just lose to Meister at main stage.
That's true. Reverse 3-0 was crazy, actually.
Crazy set.
Nice to have him pop up like that in a while. Good to him. So definitely Onin. I mean, I would imagine, you know, coming into this, having to fight Miya, probably got to imagine there's definitely been some retooling as far as like how we want to approach this matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
This is kind of fascinating because they have ample experience against the other top rep of their mains, like Miya against Akola and Onin against Meister. But I don't know if these two have ever met. So, like, this is going to be very interesting to see how they adapt because, honestly, like, Onin and Akola play very different. Miya and Meister play pretty different as well, so...
And I think the big thing that we saw Meister really adapt in this matchup was just using the up special from Game & Watch on reaction to minecart out of the corner. So
yes, right.
That is really big because that is a huge move you have to respect as any character in the game.
Definitely.
But if you have just something that's invincible, rank 3, you know what I mean? It's,
You gotta pop
I don't
it.
gotta respect anything. Get out of my way.
Does Steve up throw kill here?
Well, with the rage and...
On a platform for sure, yeah, and maybe with rage, but now not.
Game & Watch is extremely light, so it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Okay, now for sure. That 148 mark, and Miya playing very evasive.
Yeah, just wants to extend this lead. If you get one neutral air, exactly, yeah, you can get a lot. Unfortunately, the rage going to make it so he can't get quite as much as I think he might want. I like the crouch there.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything, but the presence of mind is there for a game 1. That's really good.
Did you play the winner of this?
No.
No.
I played Tweak.
Oh, he beat Meister?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I think this is the first tournament Miya and Meister are attending at the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Sounds right, yeah.
I mean, this is his second American tournament, so...
Right. So,
Yeah. This man,
Oh, my goodness.
I swear to God, Japanese players,
Oh,
they
no.
just
Wow.
they just spawn and then they're like super talented.
Yeah,
They
just
all
come
have
out of
like a
nowhere.
godlike, like they're always relevant, but they always have like that godlike 3-month run.
I used to have like a huge rage fit over that. That was really good. A huge rage fit over like Japanese players coming out of nowhere, and then like I'd be like, who is this guy? They'd be like,
oh my
God!
The charge just to make sure that the blocks on the top would break. That was so smart coming out from Miya. Wow.
He held on to it forever because he was like, all right, well, if he bounces, it's probably not killing. So he just sat on it forever. That was gorgeous.
And now he has the lead too. He's taking full control. You could tell that Onin feels very pressured right now. Only 2 blocks of iron left too. He needs to get more.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, Miya playing pretty aggressive double dash attack. I mean, usually you see Game & Watchers maybe playing shield, spacing out with Nair, but now Miya getting very aggressive because the resources are limited on the side of Onin.
Yeah, his experience in this matchup is really showing right now.
He's just controlling center so well.
100%.
He's chilling in the middle. Even if Onin wants to create those blocks and section himself off, it doesn't really seem to matter. Chef into minecart. What level of confidence do you need to be on to do that?
Oh, almost getting the
He
shield.
pulled out the frying pan on a minecart.
And that's game
And
1.
that should do it. Yeah, that's gonna, wow. Miya just very confidently running through Onin on that final stock, complete control. And as you guys said, just kind of flexing that knowledge and comfort in this matchup.
I can't believe that. That's,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
We view minecart as one of the god moves in Ultimate. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we
not a
talked
lot of
about,
things can mess with minecart. So not only we see the up B, but like you said, the chef coming through.
That's stupid. I mean, like, we talked about how Meister uses up B, right? He trampolines out of it or something like that, but chefs? All right.
The chef.
Got to be a little different, man. Always bringing something. Innovation is key
He's
at
cooking,
this
Mom.
point, at this point in Ultimate. Cooks, man.
Make me some soul food.
I don't think he's got the facilities for that. Keep it real with you.
Speaking of facilities, though, shout out to Golden Guardians. We're actually at the
Oh,
headquarters.
big ups, yeah.
Yeah, big ups.
This building rules.
It's so sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
this facility
It's
is
a
so
great
sick.
place. Got a lot of people working hard in the back on the Melee and Ultimate side. A lot of production here, making this dream come alive for Scuffed World Tour.
And now, I mean, we're seeing it right now. A player that only the second tournament here for me.
Yeah.
One of the best Japanese players in the world. And whenever we think Game & Watch, we go straight to Meister, but a new Game & Watch on the block here. And I mean, just showing a different style and different set of tools. I mean, just skill set right here against the Steve matchup and looking very convincing. I mean, Meister did beat Onin, but not to this level, especially that game one. Like, man.
Yeah, those were all nail biters. That final stock, Mia just kind of was like, yeah. I'm taking this one for sure. Then in firm control right here on this opening stock as well for game number 2, and that's going to easily close it out. First down smash. There we go.
How does a character like Steve not get back to the ground?
That's what I was saying. I was going to bring up. When's the last time you've seen Steve struggle in disadvantage?
Exactly. Like, it feels like that's a Kazuya thing, right? Kazuya gets hit up and he can't land. We've never seen a Steve not able to land there. You saw Miya here, and what you guys were talking about, seeing another flavor of Game Watch, I think is so cool because, like, this character often considered kind of one note, kind of obvious in terms of what he's going to do. You know, his game plan is very safe and standard, but Miya definitely taking the same tools and applying them in a different way.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And Game & Watch is kind of like one of those characters, like, you kind of feel like people think it's already been solved, right? Like, you understand.
One-dimensional,
yeah, exactly, the gameplay for everything. But Miya definitely, you know, coming in with his own style of play, and you're just seeing Onin right now with really just no answers at the moment, just struggling to get back and find himself at disadvantage way more than I'm sure he's accustomed to.
FD seems bad.
Oh,
Like,
FB was perfect.
Bro is not on the ground.
It's very interesting this is bad too, because I feel like you look at both these characters and you're like, these are the FD demons.
Yeah.
Like, these are two of the people that you want to ban FD typically versus them.
Hold on, we have Meister here. Meister, how do you feel about FD against Steve? Because this seems like kind of bad. It feels like he can't get back on the ground.
Yeah, this should be Steve's mistake, but Miya's kind of kicking his ass.
He's keeping him at disadvantage, like, consistently. It's crazy.
Yeah, and usually I don't want to take Steve here just because the Anvil, you don't have a ceiling against it, right? When you have platforms, you have a ceiling against Anvil, something to stop it. But right now, Miya's juggling is so on point, I don't even need any platforms.
That's facts.
Like, the way Miya is performing these juggles, it's making it so hard for Onin to land on the ground, even with Anvil available.
Diamond is out though. He is going to have to be careful. Just a few interactions. Ooh,
Oh,
just
oh
one
my God,
interaction.
just one interaction.
Yep, and this is honestly an even game.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
that's really where Game & Watch's lightweight can betray him in situations like that.
Yeah, even in the slightest of bad DI and you're going to die
Yeah.
early, like super early.
The big thing here is that, like, Game & Watch can struggle to get kills sometimes. It can get a little...
Oh, game!
All right,
What are you
Struggle for
talking
what?
about?
My bad.
Hey,
Not
whoa,
the
whoa.
block,
Professional
the
caster,
block
by the way.
betrayal.
He does struggle, but with the help of Steve, it becomes a little easier.
You know, an assist
Steve
against
kills
your-
everybody. Steve can kill everybody.
That's tough.
That is 2.5 a win for Onin. Nice assist there.
This Steve moment brought to you by Top of the Morning Coffee.
My man might make the G League now.
Hero D. Oh man, that's tough.
Onin shaking his head.
Yeah, so that's one thing I've always
frustrated.
it's always marked for Onin is like I do notice like the
Younger
visible
player.
frustration.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when he's down a game or two. So
Got that young man energy.
it does happen. So this, I don't know what that was.
Ripping the fabric.
That key,
The Spider-Verse, oh no.
that Game & Watch key, bro, man.
Man,
Hair and shreds in the universe.
The Keyblade, oh
it
no.
is. Big game 3 though. I
Announcing
mean,
a new character, the Scuffed World Tour.
Oh my god.
imagine if that just happened. Everything that's happened to this point was just a ruse.
Yeah. Screw
Building
Game
to
& Watch.
this moment.
Screw Game & Watch, Steve. We got a new
Crazy
character.
marketing, crazy marketing.
Crazy marketing.
I'm not sure I would sign off on it.
Doug
but
Bowser. Doug Bowser comes out.
You got people talking one way or other. Give me that.
Oh, is he?
Did he
no,
die?
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
move never goes. Never
Yeah,
goes.
It kills me.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Fox can't die to any movie.
Yeah, laser.
I should have never let. I should have never let Charles and Light on the same couch. I
What are you talking
realized.
about?
There's a lot of Fox propaganda today.
It's true.
We need it.
Oh, for sure, we definitely.
We need it. Can we talk about how Onin, he was very confident going back to FD, but I mean, that second stock in the last game was not pretty.
No.
It's kind of just maybe Onin saying like, okay, I can adjust the way I land, or maybe I can get some reversals there. finally getting that anvil reversal, something we're used to seeing. Players have to really, really respect Steve on the juggle here. But look at this. I mean, just the set play coming out from Miya. These up airs, these nairs just spaced perfectly. And again, it's so hard to pressure Steve in these situations, but Mia's doing it.
Man, try to give him the flag.
Yeah, the up tilt at the top, a move you don't normally see very often, but I think he realized that up smash wouldn't have worked there, so trying to go for the up tilt instead. You can see getting the up B.
All right, just the amount of struggling Onin has done just to secure some real estate back on this stage is crazy.
Something I'll say about Onin, when he's recovering, he tends to want to recover high, and I understand that because Game & Watch is scary at ledge, but I think it's becoming too obvious and he needs to resort to like normal character mix-ups.
He's tracking him too well with aerials, and like Game & Watch has such long-lasting aerials or just an up air, which he doesn't even have to fully commit himself to.
Yeah. People who have special like options off ledge tend to abuse them, and it becomes like very predictable sometimes. Sure. And it seems like that's what's happened. You see, like he tries to minecart back, and Mia's just all over that. You know he has experience.
Good lord, dude, he's just cutting through Onin here.
Yeah, Onin still refusing to go to the ledge, like you're pointing out, right?
Yeah,
Most other characters, especially on FD, you just go to the ledge, but Onin really forcing these Steve options, but it feels like Miya ready for every single Steve option in the
Oh
box
my
right now.
God! What
Yeah.
He broke his ankles on that. That was disgusting.
You know, Game & Watch has a little smile when he does it too.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely cheesy.
Granted.
Yeah, finally, yeah, we need some resources. He's half full. Gonna try to build it up, make some blocks, but
And what do you do at this point? I mean, final stock, yeah,
Kaboom.
141. You're still alive, but it's just like, it's almost inevitable.
for
at this
how
point,
long?
yeah.
Pull the plug.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, wait.
Diamonds online.
Steve moment?
Relax.
Ooh,
Well,
ooh,
well,
He's walking the dog. He's walking the dog. All right.
Take
Well.
a piss already, please. I gotta go back inside.
Ah,
you're
got
dead.
it. Yeah,
there
that's
you
the
go.
chair, the
All
chair.
right.
All right. Nice. Miya really making another strong statement here at one of these NA events for sure. And this time against, honestly, one of the best players for, quite a while now in Onin here in the States, but having no answers for the Japanese menace.
That
in
was
Miya.
that was textbook.